Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Starvester. I had a craving for an incremental game. I saw this one pop up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try that. It looks kind of fun. But yes, we will do a new save. I haven't actually played this. I don't know why it's asking me for a new save. Greetings, Starvester. You have reached your destination. I hope your cryo sleep was comfortable. Hello, world. This is the planet Vesta. Click and hold it to mine fuel. It'll be useful to us. Okay, so we get ourselves a little bit of oil per second, and I don't have to be clicking this constantly. I just hold down the button and it works. I do actually prefer, there's a Wizard Tower game. I do prefer the hover over having to hold down the button, but this is still fine. I think the hover generally worked better because I could just like focus on what I'm focusing on. But anyway, no signs of life detected in the star system. All clear to harvest the parent star. Groovy. To achieve that, you'll need an enormous amount of resources. Keep expanding the factory and mine resources from places you discover. To move your view, click and drag with the middle or right mouse button. Lastly, you can zoom in by scrolling up and down, or with up and down arrows. I'm going to use the mouse wheel because I mouse wheel everything. Got it. Counting on you, Starvester. Oh, and if we zoom too far out, we don't actually see the numbers. How far do we have to be in to actually see the numbers? Is it gonna tick over to showing the numbers? Okay, so this is as far out as we can zoom and still see the numbers. So it's not arbitrary, but let's go ahead and we will do spawn drones, spawn miner. We'll get a couple little guys doing that for us just to get us a little bit of extra income. We'll boost our manual mining a little bit just to speed things up because we can. This is an incremental game, and the audio is very chill. Where's the edge of its hitbox? It is literally, it looks like it might be pixel perfect. Almost. Almost pixel perfect, it seems. That's still pretty good. There are a few things like that that I pay attention to on things like this. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more dronage, and we'll get ourselves some more little drones. Obviously, I want to get a decent number of them because oil is going to be very important for upgrading our reach. Now, I did mention prestige on the front page. Now, mid-run stuff is not going to be saved because this is the playtest. The demo should be coming out yesterday, actually, as of the release of this. I'm doing the playtest. Unfortunately, scheduling conflicts for other videos kind of bumped it around a little bit. So the demo should already be out as of this being released. So you should have access to this. And then the full version will be released down the road. And I find these kind of games nice and chill whenever I like have a headache or if I just want to kind of zone out and not worry about things for an hour or two. This is the kind of game that I jump in on that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves more manual mining. We'll get ourselves a few more drones to buy all that. We can do an expand. You've built a research station. Deploy some drones to start researching. Okay, so we actually have to get more drones. This, yeah, it's, let's see, yeah, it costs 1 blue, which is going to be this right here. So let's go ahead and get some research started. And we'll have to let them, oh, can we do that here? Why, yes, we can, I think. Are we? It doesn't look like we are. This doesn't seem to actually get us any research, unfortunately. So I think we can only mine with our stuff. But I do need to get more drones to this to get research going a little bit faster. Obviously, I'm going to need oil too because we need 15,000 for this to expand to the next one. I don't know how far out into the universe this one goes. We do have a asteroid belt here that we can't actually click on. We have a star there that we can't do anything with yet. But it is things. Is this actually even doing anything? Yeah, it does seem to be changing this. This doesn't seem to be, unless we had to zoom in really far to see it. No, it's not popping up any numbers, so I don't think it's actually doing anything there. Let's go and get some more research speed going. Obviously, we want them going as fast as possible because we do have research things here as well. I don't know why our mining speed is 2 by default. Did I accidentally click that? Am I a Dumasi? Let's go ahead and get a couple more miners. Do we actually have... Yeah, we have the resources listed over here on the left. I was not looking closely at that. I'm going to go ahead and get research amount and get more dudes. Because obviously we need more stuff. Always need more stuff. Now, as far as the audio levels, I'm going to have to adjust those in post a little bit, because I have them down as low as they can go without being muted, which unfortunately, is only this loud, only a certain loudness. So I'm gonna have to tone it down, otherwise it's gonna be blowing your ears out. Because right now the audio, as far as like comfort for while I'm using it, it's fine. I have my headphones on at the normal things, and obviously you can adjust your system volume as well, which I don't do because of recording purposes. But as a user, you can. It's just we're gonna go with mining amount first. Get that caught up. Get a few more guys getting oil for us. We're building that up a little bit. But I want to get researchers really going. I'm going to go ahead and get research amount up and research speed. We are making some progress here. I need to get more mining speed seems to be the way to go right now. We're getting research at a decent pace. But yeah, games like this are just bubble wrap for me. It's very, very cathartic. Okay, so that is greatly boosting our ability to get stuff. I think, do we go for more research first? Let's go, yeah, we'll go for a little bit more research. We'll go research speed as well, the next few little pips up, just to make life a little bit easier. And I need to move that hard drive. I don't know if you guys heard that little just then. You discovered Brill Rock. You can send back common metals, deploy satellites from here. Okay, so we need more blues. So I need to buy several of those, which is coming in pretty nicely right now. I needed to deploy them here. So we've got elevators sending metal back, which we can buy satellites. Satellite that can modify it into other satellites. Hold the button to create multiple satellites. Each fuel satellite increases the fuel mined by each drone by 100%. This doubles the research points, and this doubles the common metals. Okay, so these are basically amplifiers. That's nice. I'm going to go fuel satellite first, just to get that kind of boosting our fuel supply here. And I will go ahead and upgrade as much as I can on the oil for a minute, and we're going to get, we can get extra help, though it's only 500. That's nice. Go ahead and upgrade those, get some more researchers going. Obviously, I want as many as possible, because it feels like everything has at least something it can get with the pink resources. We'll go ahead and get some more research boosts there. I think I'm probably going to just rotate through those, because I'm not focusing on one individual stat. We need 15,000 metal. That's not too bad. We can get more mining amount. Do I need more miners down there, or do I need more up here? I think I need more up here so we can get more satellites, at least a little bit quicker. Seems like the good idea. I'll go ahead and get research amount up and research speed, because it really does feel like research is going to be our cornerstone at the moment. So do I need extra? I'm going to just do the extra help thing here, and I'm going to use these guys here. So as far as the satellite goes, we've got one of each of these. So what do I want to get next? Yeah, I think we do go ahead and get the metal one, and we'll go ahead and get some mining speed up, because that's going to be a massive boost. It's already at 82 a second up there. And I will go for, it looks like we're gaining on metal faster than we're gaining on oil. So I do need to be aware of that. Go and grab a research speed. Oh, that's max research speed. Nice. And we'll get some more researchers going in. Looks like we're doing pretty good on the research front, though. Because it's not zipping up as fast as the oil, but it's getting close. Go ahead and boost the research amount. Maybe that'll actually... not quite. I'm mostly watching the last digit to see how fast it goes. You can see that it's almost as fast. So let's go ahead and spawn some dronies. We'll get that going up. Get more oil working for us. And I want more elevators. Now, as far as... we can only afford 2 satellites. No! Do I want to focus in on metal or research here? I think I'm going to go a little bit heavy into the research. Just to ramp that up just a pinch. Because it's going to bite me in the butt if I don't, I think. We definitely need more of you guys, unfortunately. Now, what is going to be our tier 4? And I know that there's prestige in this. I don't know when we reach it. Probably fairly soon, because a lot of games like this, the first run is just to get you kind of used to the mechanics. Second run is whenever you start really taking advantage of the amplifications of prestiges. Let's go ahead. Do I need more metal first, or do I need... Go and get another fuel satellite. And I'm going to build more elevators so we can get more satellites a little bit faster. I want to bump the fuel up a little bit, because these are plus 100% for each drone. Oh, say, and it's the amount mined by each drone. Can we actually... No, this is the only one that we seem to actually have anything we can really interact with on it. So it's between 1.3 per second versus 1.6 per second if we're clicking, which is not bad. But we are definitely nowhere near where we need to be for the oil here. So I think we are saving up for mining amount. We're going to just buy a whole bunch more of these guys to kind of escalate this a little bit. As far as this goes, extra help, research amount, and then we start saving up. Because the only other thing we can buy with this amount of resources is mining speed here, but we don't really need it because this is escalating at a much higher rate than a lot of these other things. So I think we just need more mining. More oil. It's moving. We can actually watch it tick away. It's not like it's static there. So we are producing enough-ish. The mining amount, 122k. Ew. What do we want? More fuel. Mainly because I want to see what our next evolutions, and I kind of want to get to prestige as fast as possible. So getting these requirements is what we're basically, that's all we're going to really focus on right now. So 25k for the research amount. Already getting a decent amount there, 857 per second. Oh, it does actually influence. It just doesn't, I don't see it popping up. Because you notice it's 1k when we have it over it, and it is 857 when we don't. This one is 170. Doesn't change whenever we're on it. So our click does not seem to be making a difference there. Let's go and get some more oil drones and expand. You've discovered Cinder Moon. You can prestige from here when progress gets slow. Okay, so we have 3 prestige points. This is nothing yet. Do we continue pushing for 2.5 mil? I don't know if we're really getting enough. Well, we are seeing movement on it. Do I just go for that? I'll grab you first. We need more research. I find it interesting that we discovered our moon after discovering how to research. A little bit weird to me. So we'll grab you, and let's get some more oil. Let's see if we can get that moving at all. It doesn't look like it's gonna, yeah, 2.7k per second. That is about 1,000 seconds to get done. So I think we actually do go to Yon Moon. And we wait 2 minutes, and we get that extra prestige point. So we just want to be dumping into oil gathering. That is all we want right now. Is just more oil. Because everything else is going to be going away because it's prestiging time. It's kind of only about like, what, 12 to 15 minutes to get to prestige? That's not bad. An estimated 1 minute for this. I am slightly curious at what the time to the next prestige point will be. But I do think oil is going to be our big source of prestige points early on. So I will want to probably be focusing on upgrades that do that. So we're earning enough that we might get this other mining amount. Just upgrades the amount mined. We're currently at 14 per click of the oils. Metal is doing very little for us, other than we could get mining speed, but we don't even have close to the amount to buy another satellite. So ETA 0 minutes. Wonder what that is like a little laser off into nowhere, by the way. We can see it sometimes. It's just kind of sending resources off to wherever we're from, maybe? Okay, so it's about 30 minutes to the next prestige. So we're just going to go ahead and, yeah, we're prestiging now. Accumulated, and these are currently locked in the playtest. So we've got increased fuel gain by 100% per tier. We've got research, we got satellites. Fuel and common metals gained is increased by 1% per tier for each research drone. Oh. Clicking and holding increases resource gain by 100% per tier. Start run with 20 drones per tier. Fuel gain from drones is increased by 10% for each prestige point accumulated in lifetime. I'm going to go those three first. Because actually, no, can we reset? Yeah, we can reset. 1, 2. Don't think I necessarily want those right now. We're going to go with... I think we're going to start with more drones. That way we just have like a kickstart with 3 times our normal income from that. And just focus in on oil so we can get more prestige points. So start run. So we can get our first expand. And we are going to spawn... We start with 20 drones. No, we start with 40 drones because we got 2 levels of it. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to 20 of those. I'm going to start buying more drones. How are we looking? Just 3 on each? You know what? All of you. Go ham. There we go. Now we're generating that oil. We'll go ahead and start getting some researchers going, and we'll just buy drones and stock up our research real quick. Just to get that kind of clipping away for us. I think we have a good amount of mining guys now, so we can just go ahead and buy all this. And just go straight into research drones for a while. Does feel like we're moving faster whenever we're on that, but that's because it'll feel like we're going slower whenever we're on the backspin, but whenever we're to the side of it over here, which is a nice touch. I actually do appreciate that the tracking is that kind of good. It feels like we're kind of slingshotting. It would be very easy just to have all of these anchored on that and just ignore the movement speed of it. Okay, we're going to buy those, get more oil. We can expand again already. I'm just going to buy more of those little lovelies and get more of that. Expand. We got ourselves the moon. I like that it doesn't pop up the tutorial for this anymore. Let's go with... go with the mining amount first and then 2 mining speeds. Because we need this going up fast. And then, now it's time for extra help. And then we get the research speed. We're just going to do these in order of expense. Just because I think that's going to be what it kind of wants us to do. And let's go and get more mining amount down there. More researchers. And then we can start in on the metal. Because metal is necessary for getting this. But I think oil is going to be our most important because it is tied directly to our prestiges. Let's do mining speed, mining amount. I might need to get more oil, guys. We'll see in the very near future. Extra help by that, by that. We got max research speed now. Only getting 6 per, but it's still better than a sharp stick in the eye. I need to build more elevators so we actually get satellites up and running. And obviously, with our current income... Go ahead and grab that, and we will go for more fuel satellites. We're pretty much, I think we're going to go straight fuel satellite on this one. Just amplify that as much as possible. Because we're already back up to pretty much the speed we were at before, I think. Okay, more elevators, buy more satellites, more fuel satellites. That will allow us to get more drones faster. How much is one of these guys? 0.2? Not as much as I would like, but we'll go with another mining speed and some more satellites. Do we go for a metals? No, we're going to go oil just so we can guarantee we have that just ramping up hard. Obviously, we're not doing metal fast enough to get our next expansion yet, but I think setting up for the prestiges should be kind of where we're aiming. So let's build some more of those, buy some satellites. I think 5 oil should be good. And do we go for more mining speed here? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that going. Because I think our next few drones need to all go to this. Just to get that number up. And I do think we should probably buy at least one of each of them now. Because the situation that we're in is we need... Because that's going to just provide such a massive boost to both of them that it's ridiculous. Get some extra help. We'll get that going. More of you lovelies. We need 6.1K for the next satellite. Do we dump it into oil? Obviously, each one that we get is going to be a smaller improvement because it's based on... I have a very big gut feeling it is based off of base generation. So... your first one is going to pretty much double it. Your second one is only going to give you an extra third more, and then yada, yada, yada down the road. Because it's a plus 100%, not times 100, like, not times 2. Okay, so let's go with... Got one of each. I think I am going to go metal, and we're going to expand. So we now have the prestige guy. No prestige yet, 7 minutes to the next one. Which is a little bit on the slow side. I guess I could go for some more oil guys, but I think we're just going to go for mining amount first. Although more oil guys means more drones. Yeah, why not? We're already at the point where it's like a few seconds to get 2. So that's chugging away. Let's get you some more satellites. I think I'm going to go more fuel satellites now. Just because I need that so I can get more drones. Because we are not producing quite that many. But it looks like we are going to hit another expansion pretty quickly, though. Which is kind of nice to see. Obviously, 100k metal, gonna take a minute. We're halfway there, so we'll be able to get another satellite before that happens. Research amount, yeah, go ahead and bump that up just a bit. Because we do need to be getting higher quantities of that for the mining amount. I might bump research up to 2, because that's still a pretty big bump. But fuel, get more dudes. Seems like a very reasonable thing to do. Especially since each guy here is only a 0.2 increase. So 200 increase per guy spent there. You got 28. Do we want to save some drones? I think we might actually want to save some drones for whatever the next expansion is. So let's go with... That's 1k per second. Do we want to do more research amount or more dudes? I think we want to do more research amount first. Expand, what do we have? We have increases fuel generation by 100%. Well, I'm going to spawn some miners first, because they can be mining this. That's going to generate gold. Each gold increases fuel generation by 100%. Research by 100%. Increases common metals transport by 100%. Increases fuel gen by 1,500% and silicon gen. We don't have silicon yet. We have research points by 1,500%, all satellite effects, and all transport by 1,500%, and precious ore mining by 200%. So this one, we need that resource. Those cost 100 though. That's quite a bit. Oh, and we've switched off of metal here. Interesting. Let's go and get some more drones. We'll drop them out here. I think... So platinum turns into rhodium. So this just improves into this. So if we grab... Actually, I think we want to do duh and duh. So we need 10 of these to get this. I think that is our first order, is to get 10 of those. We can see the amounts up there. That's generating money. Let's go back here. Buy some more drones. I'm going to go ahead and get some more mining amount there. We still have a decent bit of resources going on. 62,000 for the next thing there. We'll probably come back and grab that. Let's buy some satellites. I'm going to go with one more research. One more oil, because we need a lot for that. So let's go ahead and drop some more mining guys in here. This should speed it up a little bit. I'm kind of sad that we don't have a satellite to work on this, but I understand why. Because this is kind of a separate entity. Let's go by mining amount. Yeah, we take a while to build up that much, but I want to see how well it do for this. And obviously, prestige, we're at 1 point, estimated 4 minutes for the next one. We're gonna need more. So let's keep going here. So grab more of those guys. It does seem to be pulsing from something. Where is it getting its little pips from? Or like, where is it getting its pulse from? Because it is just every now and then. It's almost like it's based on the number of asteroids in the little cycle there. 8, 9. So we need one more, which is at 22. We're almost there, actually. Obviously, we haven't made it to the sun yet. We are getting decent drone income here. 2 million for the next one is going to be a little bit on the rough side. And we are speeding up the amount of time it takes to get those. So let's go ahead and get gold. And this should greatly increase our oil production. 309,000 per second. If we can get that up to 1 million per second, I might stick on this run. We need 305,000 research. That's going to be our next goal with this one, is just to boost our research. But each of these do still provide a decent boost. Okay, so this is 309,000. So if we buy one, it becomes 329,000. So that's a decent pickup. And we'll go ahead and see how much does one mining guy add? About 5K, which isn't half bad. I think we save up for 300K to get mining speed up. We're going to start going in on platinum next, I believe. Just to increase our research so we can actually get this stuff a little bit faster. Let's get some guys in there. I do like that it's animating them coming out here rather than just spawning them in. That is a nice addition. How are we looking on satellite production? Ooh, we can make one. Let's go for... I'm going to go for a little bit more research. Kind of even things out a little bit. Obviously, we're researching way faster than we're filling up this, but it also requires 100 times more to get the oil. Okay, let's grab you. We will eventually be coming down to this one. This one is common metals transport up. I don't know why we would... Well, precious ore mining is a nice one, so that would not be a bad thing to get. Let's go mining amount. Okay, so it's going 3 per fill. We're doing fine here. We could actually get more extra help in here. And that is ungodly expensive now. And yes, I am just dumping into this one, trying to get it further. I think we'll get this one set up, get a good rate on the prestige, because 15 minutes the next one for 3. I think that's reasonable. So we're going to go for that a little bit. Because I actually want to see what the next expansion is here, and we're seeing that actively move. So Let's keep going. I believe platinum, so we can get the rhodium thing going in there. We're just trying to get these kind of flowing nicely. Do I go for another mining amount? It's 300,000 for that. I could just get another mining amount here, which would speed this up, which I think might be marginally more important at this particular juncture. So we'll send them both in there to spawn more of that. Definitely have like the swarms going on each of these. We do be harvesting. Look at all that. Ooh, how much is that up to? 857 per tick on this. 96 per tick on that. And that is only 5 per on the metal thing, unfortunately. We could bump that up. We're almost at a point where we can get another one. So yeah, we'll bump that up. 1.2k per second. Get another satellite in there. Research. We'll go ahead and get some extra help. And no, we are not getting more research than freaking oil. We have fairly strong oil there. So do I go and let's see what the big boost here is. Yeah, it's only 5k. It's not a huge amount. This might be. No, it's not. We'll go and get some more platinum. We need 10 of this, and then we can get the next one down. Let's expand. Oh. This is our silicon, I believe. Yeah, collecting silicon. Hold the button to spawn multiple drones. So we got one. We have one drone over here at this thing, which is going to produce absolute bupkis. Okay, emits a burst of fuel equivalent to... I don't know what that is. Upgrade using 1. I don't know. Equivalent to something 0 to 10 periodically. Oh, okay. Equivalent of that. Burst of pressures are equivalent to... I don't know what that symbol is. 0 to 10. 0. Oh, it's 0 to 10 of each of these. Okay, so we're going to go for precious ore burst, I believe, first. 50 to 60. Okay, so that's how much we're getting of each of these for each little burst. This does not seem like it's going to be worth it. So we're going to go with... We're going all precious ore right now because that is going to be really helping this one. So we've got 10 of that. Let's go and get ourselves a rhodium. That should boost our research quite a bit. We're going to boost the speed here. We're going to focus in on this a little bit. And let's go ahead and get our oil going back up. Doing good there. Now the question... Oh, equal to the number of miners. Okay. To 10 miners... 10 to 20 miners periodically is what I think it is. 10 to 20 researchers. 10 to 20 posts. And this is 90 to 100 of these guys. So we'll grab more of you little boogers. So we get more silicon. And I'm going to go with... Let's actually go with the oil then. Because if it's 90 to 100 of them, that's going to be a bit more profitable than some of the stuff that we could be doing. So we need this going fairly well. We still need this kind of pumped up too, is the kind of thing that kind of sucks. Let's go with... I'm going to try and get you up to 10 first. Oh, we need 11. There we go. Now we have 3,000% boost to oil. And it looks like we might be on path to actually be able to expand one more time before things get ridiculously expensive. Let's go with... Yeah, mining speed and mining amount by 1. Look at those bursts of just resources. That is lovely. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, it goes up by 10% each. So we're probably not going to get 10 of those on this run. We'll go ahead and get some more metal income, but metal is kind of pointless at this point, I think. We could do research focus, or we could do oil focus. I think I'm going to do... I will think on that. Let's go for Silicon first. Silicon Valley? Silicon Planet? No. Let's see. 1 million per second. That's actually not that long. That's going to be 2,000 seconds to get that going. Obviously, we have 2 prestige and we have 1 more coming in a minute. I don't know how long it's going to be to the next one. Okay, we got more collectors. Let's go more fuel burst. Go ahead and get some research burst going on. Metals burst, and then we'll dump the rest into here. Okay, we should... Yes, that's some decent chunks coming in. Look at those bursts. They're just shockwaves of doom going to each location. And it's not really that bad of a time between them. So there's our oil. Let's look at the stuff here on the left and see how much that actually bumps it. 2.6 to 3. So yeah, that's a reasonable amount. So we'll go there and there. So now we have 15 and 25. We should be able to buy a few more of you drones. Now the question is, do we put them here or do we put them here? I think we do put them here. Just max this crap out. So I'll go for a 5 fuel burst. Yeah, it's equivalent to a certain number of miners, is how I'm reading that. Am I reading it wrong? Possibly. Oh, we did get enough for that. So, doink. Increases our precious ore mining. Yes. I think our next one is platinums. And we need 11 to get another rhodium. And that increases satellite effects by a decent chunk, too. So that is why this is starting to move up at a reasonable speed. Okay, do we get more mining, guys? How much do you increase it by? Not even 100,000. Okay, so not worth it there. We could do that, though. How much do we get per click? We get 4 per click, so no, not even worth our attention to that. Let's get... You know what? I'm going to get some more mining speed there, and we're going to buy some satellites. Let's go for... How many do we have of each? Let's go to 5 of each. Just to get those kind of going. We've got you sitting out here just doing all kinds of fun stuff. I think it's time for 5 more fuel and 5 more ore, because ore is pretty important to us. Research is pretty important to us, but I think ore is going to be the bigger dog here. More collect speed. We're getting this stuff up here fairly quick. I'm appreciating that. Down here, more drones. More to here. I don't know if that speeds it up or what. It's collecting silicone. But is that going to increase how much we get per? Because we have 19 of them collecting it. And we only get 5 per tick. So I think it might just be speeding it up. We'll take this up to 50 first, because this is going to provide much better global boosts. And I don't know if we're really going to want those whenever we get past 15 on the cost of it, because then we'll be losing fuel generation in exchange for silicon gen, which I'm on the fence about. Okay, so there's more mining speed there. Obviously, we're not going to be getting most of our stuff from that, but... And it looks like oil is where we definitely want to be focusing on right now. Although I have to wonder, by the time we get to the point that this is going to be less efficient than those, maybe we are better off getting the silicon? Because there's our oil income going up quite a bit. Yeah, we're at 3 million already. So let's get more of you guys so we generate these more. Let's go up to 10, I believe. Yeah, up to 50 there. Then we'll dump into the fuel burst. We did get a 6, funnily enough, which is intriguing to me. How long is it to the next one? 10 minutes. Yeah, we can get plenty of prestiges. That's not going to be a long-term thing at all. Yeah, we're getting a solid 3 mil per second from that. And we'll buy some more collectors here. And I think we'll take that up to 5, and then we'll take this up to 25. Just to kind of keep these both going fairly reliably. Let's go get some more of you. You are getting expansive. 11 mil for that, 7.8 for that. 3. Yeah, we can buy a few of those. Let's get that up to 10. And I'm going to go research satellites as well, just because research is going to be useful for us. For maxing stuff out. Let's go. I think we might want to just save up the 24 mil for that. Unless we just want to get more extra help. And yeah, we are getting a good chunk of research per second. Okay, so that is 6 minutes. We just ticked over to that. And that puts us at still 6 minutes. Let's go ahead and buy another one of those. It does seem to be cutting down on that a little bit. So getting more of those does not seem like a bad idea. And we probably need to be buying more ore burst, I believe. Because that is contributing a lot to our speed. So I'm going to go ahead and just up this as much as we can. Let's go up to like 70. Yeah, it's going down faster than 1 per minute. Okay, so platinum, we will get some more research going on. And we need to get how many of those? I think we want to get 5 of the research before we go back to going to gold. Even though it's going to be kind of expensive, I think that's the right choice. Okay, collect speed. I'm going to go with that, and then we'll dump the extra 1 into research. That way we are sending so much stuff. Oh, we got our expand. Got our second planet. Spawn laser. Hold button to spawn multiple drones. Laser amount increases the amount of compressed gas released by lasers. Send compressed gas to Vesta, to research station, Brittle Rock, asteroid, or Hephaestus. Well, we're gonna have to buy some drones for this. We can get some mining speed up. So we've got lasers. So there's 3 lasers to. Oh, it's harvesting gas and sending it off to places. Okie dokie. Do laser amount. And then we're going to send it to. I see what it's doing. That's kind of neat. So basically, it's providing us a consistent boost. It's 0.10% per. But if we get this up and running quickly, we can get some pretty nice buffs going on there. This is going to just increase our fuel mining speed, regardless. Got 22 of those. Let's go ahead and get this up to 100. And then research boost. All of our extra just goes into research. 52 minutes for the next one. Oh no. That's going to take a while. Let's go and get you done. Let's see. How much does this reduce that by? Not enough for that to really matter. I don't think that's going to speed it up at all either. Yeah, it's still 40 minutes. I think we prestige again and get some more bumps there. Definitely increase the fuel, increase the starting drones. And I think Do we go with the fuel gain from drones, or do we go for the fuel and common metals gained? I think this is going to be the bigger boost. We've got 2 more points left to kind of mess with. I'm going to go with that. Let's go with another one. Now we have just a big old planet that we can just immediately go, bam, expand. Let's go ahead and drop, we'll go with like 20 in that. Expand into this. We'll go with like, I think probably 2 columns. And that's not going to give us a ton, but research speed up. Do we go for 3 columns just right out of the gate? Yeah, we'll go with that. That seems reasonable, and then we can buy more. That gets us to 53. I'll get this one up to probably 50 guys. Then we'll come in here and do research guys. Maybe up to plus 10. That's a reasonable amount. Extra help, and then we can start doing this other stuff. Expand. Buy elevators. This will be our 14 remainers. And we have enough to just spawn more drones. Whee! So mining speed up. Let's get these all just alive and kicking. And you can see that this is already going significantly faster. Let's go with a fuel satellite first. A research satellite second. I don't know if investing heavily in metal is going to be worthwhile in the long run. It doesn't strike me as something that we necessarily need to be doing. And we've got enough of those that they can kind of just keep fueling themselves. I do need to get research boost, but I have a feeling that is in the trees that are locked currently. Just a hunch that I have. This will get us more guys. Do mining amount up. We will do a little bit more research amount just to get that going. Now you will get one of each because that's just going to be a big boost across the board. Do I drop these in here? Let's go for... I think we'll go up to 40. Just to get that alive and kicking a little bit better. I don't want to overinvest is the thing. Because I want these drones for silicon. Because these guys are already doing okay to start out. We got plenty of oil coming in. We can just spawn as many drones as we really want at this point. Go ahead and get the research amount up. 2.5k should come in fairly quick and we can get more guys. Then we should get up to 12k. Not super quick, but quick enough that it's probably not a huge deal. Let's go there and there. Because we do need our metal up. We need to get these next few waves fairly quickly. I do like that it is relatively just smooth progress once you start getting your meta progression. We'll do a fuel satellite. We have the expand going on. So now we have prestige waiting for us. 11,300 minutes. Yeah, we're not getting that one. That one's going to be a while. Okay, so we need 100,000 metal. I don't think we're too worried about it because that's going to take just a little bit to get there. It's not like it's forever. I'm going to go with more extra help, more research amount. Here, yeah, we're going to stick at 40 there. I don't think that's going to really do much for us. And that already ticked 1,000 off of that. Let's get some more mining amount in there. I think I might want to be saving up for this. 24,000 for that next. Buy some satellites, get more oil. We're already back at a reasonable rate here. 100,000 on this. Do I go up to 50? I really don't want to waste these guys. We'll go for more mining speed first. See if that boosts up the filling of that bar, because I think the next tier is research, not metal. So the more we can hold off on dumping these guys in there, the better. 8.5k minutes. Yeah, we're getting progress. It's 48k for you. Go and buy some more of that. Hopefully there is going to be a boost that gives you a boost based on the number of unassigned drones. That's usually a pretty good thing to add to these. And we'll go ahead and get some more research up. Research amount maxed. Nice. And we will continue getting fuel satellites. I'm going to get that up to 10 ASAP, simply because it gets our numbers kind of working towards where we want to be. Okay, here I'm going to go with probably just like 10. Okay, so there's 6. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that it's not just immediately put there. We have to wait for the little drones to arrive. Sorry, my brain, it don't work. It's got 65 there. I am going to go for... I'm going to go for the gold first. Just so we can get the oil income up. Because oil's going to be a bit of a impediment there. 62,000 for the next group of those guys. Satellites will go up to 8. This one, 969 minutes. Oof. I do think it is influenced by... do we go... we'll go 5 more. But I think it's influenced by the number of prestige we've already gotten. So it does get more expensive run to run. So 2 more and we'll have that. It's picking away at it. It's fine. I just like that it actually does these values. Like this one, like the moon and this don't really have that kind of effect. Same for the research. But as soon as you get to stuff like this and the silicon, and I'm guessing even the laser, the distance actually plays a role in it, which I think is kind of neat. I like it. Now, as far as what we want here, we want to keep buying you guys. Because we're going to need all of that for silicon production. Mining speed, we don't really care about that on you just yet. I think we just keep going for more research. And there should be our big boost to iridium. So now we have that kicking. So we should be seeing these kind of clock up at a decent rate. 112, I guess we get the mining amount next for 122k. Just keep buying these guys and sitting on them until we get filled up here. It's not going to take too long. The research is actually feeling a little bit slow at the moment, but I think we'll be okay. I could dump a few of the drones in there just to speed it up a little bit. On the research side, not on this side. That is still, well over 5 hours. Actually, it's over 6 hours. Do I go up to 40? Currently at 1.3k. You're getting plenty of metal for this. I'm not concerned about getting too many of these. Mining speed boost would be a nice one, just for once we get to silicon, but until then, it's whatever. So I think the next satellite we get over here is going to go towards research. Although, you know what? There we go. Boost that a little bit. Yeah, that's a significant boost. There we go. 2.5k per second. It doubled it. Because we hadn't bought one before. So at 22, we could get another one. Yeah, I don't want to invest too much in this because we're going to just be increasing this using silicon. I think silicon is the way we want to go, but the laser might actually only influence the ones on the planet. I don't know yet. I need to check. Or that is what we do. We experiment, my friends. Currently at fit of 7. Mining amount. You know what? Let's go ahead and bump that up a little bit. I should bump it up to 2 per. Yes. Almost halfway to that one. I am getting impatient with this one, so I think I might go ahead and do 10 of these. Just to bump it up a little bit. I know. I was saving them, but yeah, we'll have enough, right? Right? Maybe, possibly. We have enough for another tier on that, so that's going to get us 3 per. Which gets these up. Do I bump you to 20? I really don't want to. Because it feels like adding more of these is going to make the laser... I mean, not laser, the silicon less valuable. Am I wrong? Because it imitates a number of drones. Mining speed doesn't feel like it's going to be worth it. I think we continue saving up and get another mining amount here. And yes, another one of these. Going to increase our research significantly. We're already... Oh, yeah, there we go. Mining amount. Do we go for another mining amount? I think I'm going to save up for another mining speed. Because I think that's going to be the more significant buff there. There's our expand. And now we can do silicon. Which we're going to do... We're going to do all 50 in there. There we go. All of you, arrive! Show us what you can do. And for that, we are going to need... Let's see, we've got 30 silicon. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 there, 10 there, and 10 there first. Then we're going to go for ore burst up to 20. And I think we'll get 5 in metal. And this should just do its own thing for a little bit. Do we need extra help there? Not yet. I think we're better off spending our research elsewhere. Get the. I said I was going to spend it on research, and I ended up not doing that. Mining amount. Do we go for that? Yeah. Because we're still not even over 1 million on that yet. Mining speed on brittle rock we don't care about. And here we are going to go for mining amount up. Obviously, amount is going to be more important for us now that we have the silicon up and running. So let's go for more platinum. So we need 10 of those to get a rhodium, which is a huge buff to our research. Get you up and kicking. Obviously, we need to be spending there as well. So I'm going to go up to 30 there, and we'll go for 20 here. And yeah, we'll just put the overflow into metals burst just to get a little bit of metal going. And this is already down to 215 minutes, which is good. Buy more of those, send them here. And we need gold now, I believe. I think. This would be nice to get, though. But I think we go with this first. There we go. And research can go up as well. Obviously, going over on these is not a problem. At the same time, I think we go for mining amount there, and then we go for collect speed here, just so we get more. And I will go for, how are we looking on towards the expansion? Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. I'm going to go for pretty much all into ore burst for a moment. And 3 there. Why? Because we can buy satellites. Let's go for... I wish we could refund the drones from here and send them elsewhere, but that's part of doing a game like this. You kind of have to make sacrifices early to speed up your later stuff. And I'm going to take a drink of my coffee because I realize it's getting to room temperature. Yes, I drink coffee. And I drink tea. There is blood in my caffeine system. Deal with it. Let's go with research. Get ourselves some more oil dudes. And yeah, that's chugging along. It's not bad. And yeah, we'll probably get one more round of prestiges before the end of the demo. I don't know if there's something after laser. We might be able to get to the sun. What I would love to see, and I don't know if this is the plan for the full game, I would love to see it if this section goes to the sun, if you eventually start capturing multiple solar systems and then eventually the galaxy, and that would be a good way to eventually have the end of the game be like, oh, you've sucked the entire energy supply out of the entire universe. Congratulations. Make yourself a really shitty universal sized Dyson sphere. You wouldn't even be able to do that because there wouldn't be enough material in the universe. The Dyson sphere would be small compared to the sheer scope of what a universe is. And also, is there actually an end to the universe? We know there's an end to our perceivable universe. But what beyond that? We'll go for fuel burst with that. Collect speed. Do I send them here or I'm going to save them for the laser. Okay, 1.8K. Let's go for more oil, I believe. Actually, those are chugging up. I'm going to go for a ruthidium. So we can get that first. Yeah, that's common metals, which it's fine. It's not that big of a boost for us. I think then we go for platinum to get our research going up, which is a decent bump. And I don't know if spending these... Let's go look. Okay, so we have 54.4K per second. So if we buy this... Yeah, I think it replaces them. I don't think once you've spent them, they do their own thing. I would have to sit down and actually do the math on it in my weirdness, but I don't think we got that. I'm going to go ahead and dump into this so we can get this going a little bit faster. Our next expansion is the laser, and we got there fairly quick. Let's go for one more metals burst, and then we'll do this up to 20. We'll do that for a little bit. We have another one almost completing here. Boom. There's that. And as far as the next 4, fuel. 76 minutes for the next prestige. That'll obviously speed up once we start getting more oil boosts. Do I go for more mining amount? Yeah, let's go for that. Because, yeah, we're going to need it. 312,000. Yeah, we can get a few more of those guys. Not that it's outpacing what we have on Silicon Planet. Every little burst here is giving us the equivalent of 200 some odd research guys. So it's not like this is going to ever be exceeded by the base planet. Let's go. And I think, aren't we? Yeah, we're maxed out on both there. We're not maxed out on mining amount there. We don't need mining speed here. Let's go for more research. Satellites. And then we will go for, we have 8.3K. I'm going to go for more research. And then we'll go for oil. And yeah, we'll just dump into research and that expand. There's our laser. So laser amount. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a laser amount, and we're going to go ahead and dump into this. That'll get Vesta going up relatively quickly. We already have 8 lasers waiting for us. Let's go and get you going. Obviously, we could swap between to the other ones, but I want these in here. So we're getting 1 per second. So that's going to be increasing it by 0.1% every second, I believe. There we go. That's a tick up that I like. We're already almost at what we need for silicon over here. 50 billion fuel, gonna be a little bit more on the rough side. We're already getting up on that. Let's go and bump you. Silicon, we need 12 million for the next one here, which is quite a bit. Let's go. There we go. Let's go for ore burst so we can get more of that going, and I'll go a little bit of fuel burst. Because yeah, we have 7.4k to spend over here. We don't need mining speed on this because it's not going to matter. We only have 15 guys there. I think we go for iridium, which gets us that. So that's going to be even more silicon generation. Get our collect speed up. I think it is slowing down, sadly. Okay, so we got 5 left. Let's go and get our research up. Come back here. Buy more drones. Send them here. And I think I will save up for the laser speed, because that should be a pretty significant boost to us. We're already at a 10% boost to fuel. Now the question is when do we swap to the other ones? Ooh, 19 minutes to the next prestige. I'm mostly interested in this expansion, because I think this might be our final expansion for the demo. So we could do silicon collect speed as well, although I don't think that's going to be as big of a thing for us right now. Let's go. Oh yeah, we wanted over here. I'm going to go with laser speed. Get those chugging along fast. Oh, look at that go. Nice. And at 45 mil, we'll get another laser amount. So that should actually stack up pretty nice. We could be dumping this into research. You know what? Let's actually do that now that we have this going. Let's go ahead and switch that over to research. It's probably not going to do much for this. We're currently at 15 minutes there. But it does seem to be, this is an amount that just stays, which is good in my opinion. So as far as things here go, do we go for another iridium? Or do we go for more research? I think we're going to go for more research. And do we get enough of those? Yeah, that's buffed our research quite a bit. Let's go with a laser amount, 4.79 per second. So that's going to catch up in no time. So we'll be able to start getting some of these ridiculously high numbers. I don't think we care about common metal. Asteroid mining speed, neither of those are going to really help. These two will, because we've actually invested a lot of guys in that, and we've invested a lot of guys down here. This is not amount collected, this is speed. So these are just faster. So it might be worth it just leaving them on the planet here. But I am slightly on the fence about that. So I'm going to spawn more lasers. We'll wait until this reaches about 1,000 and then we'll swap it back to Vesta, because it doesn't actually have an impact on this yet. So let's go with... I think we are focusing research right now. So that split seems like the appropriate one. We have 8.9K. We are not quite fast enough on oil right now, sadly. Getting a decent chunk there. Yeah, we should be at 1,000 in no time. Oh, wow. I wonder if it's eventually just going to be a solid white line because it's going to be flickering so much. It might be on your end and not on mine as well, as far as frame rate of videos and all that fun jazz. That is something to keep in mind. Just the wall of just drones is great. Yeah, we're getting to 1,000 in no time flat. That's doubling our research speed. Look how fast that's going up over on the left over there, though. Oh, we have like a bunch just floating in space as well. That's nice. 9 points over here. Let's go with... Grab those. I'm going to go ahead and go more research burst. I do need to... No, we have max mining amount there. I think we actually have max on all of our... Oh, we don't have max here. That's where we're not maxed out at. So let's send some more love this way. And we'll save the rest of any drones we get to go to whatever the next stage is. Okay, so we're well over 1,000 here. Let's go ahead and select this again. And that should start getting pumped up. Yep. And then we'll get this over 1,000, then we'll switch over to the silicon. Actually, no. Let's go straight into silicon. Because obviously we're going to be able to get enough of this before we hit 50 billion to just do whatever we want. 4 minutes left until that upgrade. So we need 11 of these. I think we can actually get that. Yeah, we want to be getting our silicon up as well now. So we need 12 for that. 1, 2, 3. Research up. We'll go for more ore bursts because that is actually pretty beneficial to us. I think we'll probably take this up to 100 fairly soon. Collect speed, go ahead and bump you up. And yeah, this is definitely slowing down. That or we need to send more collectors here. We have 64 though. Here, we'll make that a nice 65. And yes, I could take it up to 69. I'm not going to. Laser amount. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. I think we'll save up for the 200,000 to get laser speed first, though. 15.12 per second. Just chugging all the gas out there. Look how fast that's going up, though. Look how little that's making an impact here. We'll go up to 80 there, and I think we go more research. This is getting plenty of stuff. There's a little bit better on that. And I'm going to go 2 on there to get this. And we could, if we get, we would need 32 of these. So it's going to be a while before we can do those. But we could actually see if this reduces us whenever we get up to 15 of these. And actually, sorry, 16 of these. And only get 1,500% from the iridium. Mining amount up. Oh, and that's maxed. Nice. It's chugging up a little bit. I'm going to go with 10 there. Next one we get is going to go into fuel burst, though, I think. We might not be getting that other one to 100. So it's at 3 times the speed almost. And still slow as balls. Kind of sucks. Do we max these out? even though we have very tiny amounts. It would improve our generation a bit, but we're not sending anything to here, really. I'm going to go with... Let's go a little bit more research. More drones. We need to hold on to those drones. Let's go and get some more amount there. Up to 60,000. It's 86 minutes to the next prestige. Yeah, prestiges are getting harder to get. Let's go for... we've got how many satellites? 5. Go 10 there. I'll go get a little bit more metal. That way we can start producing these a little bit more. Because these increase the amount gathered. So it might actually be positively affecting this. And we need 400 million for the next laser speed. This is turning along nicely. We're seeing a little bit of an improvement here. We can get this up to 100. Then we'll get the research up to 60, and then fuel burst with the other 8. So is that actually going to make a big impact? I'm watching for the... yeah, that actually makes a decent impact. Watch whenever it hits this. Boom, 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 boom. 4.4, and then it's just going to be like a massive just uptick of a couple 100 million. Could go for collect speed, but we're going for this first. That's maxed. How much do we push this one to? I think 9,000 would be 10 times the speed. So is that going to be really worth it for us? I don't know. But we need to go into the fuel burst. First things first, it's the fuel burst. 465 million for the next mining amount on that, which is going to be rough. We don't care about mining speed there. We don't care about that. I think we start going for this. Research would be nice to get a little bit in. Obviously, most of our income from this is literally coming from the Silicon planet. So, we have to be kind of on top of that. Look at that flow. It's so beautiful. It's all just going to that one planet. Kind of wish at a certain point, like, if you could divide it between them. Like, if you have a certain number of laser spawns, or maybe have an upgrade here to let you choose 2, and it does it at half the rate. That would also make this more visually satisfying, because then you'd have a fork. Which is always fun. But yeah, this is just based on speed. So, obviously, our mining here, we have a decent amount of those guys, but... yeah, I think our next upgrade is actually the mining amount down here. We're starting to see this tick up nicely. So it looks like about an hour and a half to get... because judging by the size of this menu, this is going to be the last one. So that's not bad. 1.2 billion for the next one. Youch. We could get 5 more here. This would actually benefit from plus speed, and so would the actual Vesta. These other ones, yeah, pretty much only if you've put a lot of guys on there will it benefit from speed boosts. So let's go with... actually, I need to check on you. Can we buy more? Yes, we can. Let's go with... we'll go with another metal one, because that's going to increase the amount we get from this. Flex speed up, without a doubt. I know I should have actually been saving that for the billions we need for the other thing, but still. Let's go with... I'm going to go with 10 more metals burst, I think. Or do we go for 30? I think we go for 30. And then we up the fuel burst with the rest of it. And that is chugging along. I'm saving the last thing for whatever we spawn next. I don't know what's going to spawn next, is the thing. I don't think we really need to be prestiging even one more time. to get to this, because we are almost there. We are just inching along at our sweet little speed here. Whenever we hit 9,000 or a little bit after 9,000 probably on this, I'll switch back over to Vesta and just start chugging that up. And currently we only have 10 drones to spare. I'm not going to be dumping them onto just random things. As far as what we need to be saving research for, I'm saving it for this or this. Everything else can just suck it. Okay, let's see. There's our iridium. Now, if we get up to 16 of these, that's getting so expensive. But yeah, if we get up to 16 of these, we can see if it reduces our generation. So we'll sit on that for a little bit. This is almost at the 9,000. So just how fast we're producing. I love that solid stream. I want to see what happens whenever we swap it out. That's why I'm kind of so zoomed out. Okay, so we've crossed 9,000. It's over 9,000. No, let's go to Vesta and see what happens. Yeah, it just immediately cuts off, and then we start getting the benefit as soon as it starts arriving there. That will probably greatly speed this up. Because that is saying 50 minutes, and it's probably going to tick down. Yeah, look at that change. Look at the change. That's ticking down by seconds. So, yeah. Go collect speed on you. More fuel burst. It's already at almost 1,000. This is just going down super nicely. I'm liking it. Saving up 1.2 billion for that, I believe. Oh, and for that. Okay, that's the main things we're looking at. I do want to get this going. How much do we get per wave to this? Here it comes. Let's see. 2.3K to 2.4K to 6K. Okay, so if we get more here, it's not going to be a bad thing. Because that's about how much we'd get from 1,000 of those guys, which is hit or miss. Oh, there's our expansion. Do I wait to get the expansion until... I'm on the fence. I am mildly on the fence. Because I want to see this one. But that's going to require us getting up to 16. It's going to take a few minutes, but I think it's worth the experiment to see how that applies to the full game. So we can give feedback as to what the good design is. So we're gonna go heavy into ore burst and just try and maximize this. Get as many as possible. Okay, so we need 10 more. That's gonna be almost 100K, isn't it? That's gonna take a hot minute. It's gonna take a hot minute. You know what? I'm gonna expand. If it ends the game, we just won't learn what we're going for, which kind of sucks. Maybe I'll learn it off camera. Let's go and expand. You should be ready to harvest the energy at the parent star, deploy some drones to build panels, and assemble the Dyson swarm. Okay. Okay, there they go. Fuel mining amount boost. Research amount. Okay, direct energy to station. Okay. That's where that one's going. Okay, so we actually do change this. Upgrades resource generation boost for every level. So this is not the end. Okay, so it doesn't just hard end the game for us. We are generating all kinds of things. Upgrades the amount of energy harvested by solar panels. Yes. Does this actually... It does not have a way to send it to the sun. Okay, so we need more drones to send here. And this boosts the amount. I think permanently. So send you in. So that is going to be more beneficial than this. The question starts to become, do I send this stuff to the freaking asteroid station? I might have to send this to the asteroid station. Although research would also be a good thing to send it to. It's a tough decision. Oil income going up is always good. This is... I don't know why that's filling up. Wait. Is that a countdown to the end of the game? That might be a countdown to the end of the game. Oh, no, you lost the game. What? No. Someone's going to be mad in the comments there. If you made it this far, be mad. Okay, so we need billions for this. Starburst is upgrades resource generation for every level. So that is going to buff this. I wonder if that's going to double it. So we need 1.5 billion to test that. That's not going to be bad. Buy one of those. Let's go ahead and go for... Let's do fuel. Oh, we have another expansion here. Never mind. I have a feeling... I got a feeling, ooh, that this is gonna be the end game. Because we don't have another spot up there. So we need way more energy coming out of this. So that's building up reasonably. This, we're going as much into ore burst as possible. Because we have experiments to do, my guys. Experiments. They must be done. One way or another. At the cost of planets and lives. We're saving up for this. Otherwise, I would dump into that speed right there. I could go to the research thing now. Because we are generating enough oil that I don't think it's... Yeah, we're currently at max prestige from oil. So then we can start getting prestige from this. Okay, I see how that's smoking. Are we gonna have multiple solar systems in the full game? Are you really? Did I almost call that earlier? Is that what we're doing here? Okay, let's go for... Let this get one more. And we'll go to the research one. Bonk. There we go. Almost got it perfect. Just a hair past. And look at how long these are going to take. That's a little on the rough side. This is going to speed up our research speed. It's also going to amplify anything we do with this. That's a good thing. How much are we getting per wave in here? Let's go see. 9.8. It's going to take a while. We are going to find out today whether that does anything, though. So Vesta's good for now. Let's go ahead and select some research. Just to get that up and going, because we can't get any more prestige from oil. We're pure electricity. Electrical industry now. We are pure power from the sun. So that's now going to the research. And it is a permanent upgrade while we are in this. So that's a good thing. We are at the... Do I not have enough for that? I have 1.5 billion. I guess it was like 1.5 something. But now that goes... I wonder, did it... Yeah, it's not... It only applies to the new levels. Interesting. That's a bit on the odd side. It's even a bit odder than I was expecting. More here. We need more Or Mordor? No. Okay, so that is, I think it's 9.2k. And then the next tick up should be even better. Man, those noises. Yeah, 9.6k. Get some more of you guys just kind of chugging along. It's almost $1 billion to get another one of those. So it's not something we're going to be investing a lot in. But it does seem to be going faster. Because as you can see here, these are so fast that you can't even see the text. It is literally just like, this is a rendering error, kind of just spam of the numbers, which I wholeheartedly appreciate. That means that investing in those early is not actually a bad idea. Go figure. I'm going to go ahead and get some speed there. That is with like max speed on everything. That is ridiculously slow. Okay, do we go? Let's see how much you actually boost with one. Reasonable amount. We could get up to 1 billion per second with this. It's not unreasonable. I think I would rather send them here so that they can generate more electricity, whatever these symbols are. Says we need 300, but I don't know what the generation speed of this is. Because as you notice, there isn't a bar on there's a bar down here for these, but do we need 300 points down here? Is that what we need? Do we need to be saving up billions of research? It's not going to be too hard to do. And yeah, this is just sluggish. So I think after this one hits about 9,000 research, we will pop it back over to the silicon to try and speed that back up. I don't know how much we're going to need on that, though. Because this is just a speed boost. It's not a amount boost. This is the amount boost. Although, now that we have that up, I want to see something. I want to see just how ridiculous that gas can be. We're going to send one down here as well. This does seem to be slowing down, so this might actually be a waste. Now that I think about it. Let's go actually to the asteroid. Because we need this. We need 2 more to see if we actually lose stuff on this. Because this is going to be fuel generation. 1 more to go. So 48k. I do wish there was a way to speed up the waves that come out of this. We have 13 silicon. I'm going to go with up to 60 there, and then the rest into research boost. This is just kicking along. Yeah, it just modifies it based off of the previous one. That's kind of intriguing. So energy gen or starburst. I think we're going to go starburst first. Because that's going to increase the amount we get for each. This one's just going to do whatever it's going to do. Do I go more mining, guys? Because we're actually, I think we're accumulating oil faster than energy. So I don't think that's going to be that important of a thing. We are saving energy for this because we need 3 billion for the next upgrade. Let's go. There's our last one. Okay, so our current 864.6. So if that goes down 864.6 to 856.5, yeah, it goes down. So if you're going strictly for oil, then you don't want to be getting more of those. This still has the silicon gen thing. That's fine, but not as high of a priority now. So that should probably just be going straight into platinum. And satellite effects, that one might give us a net positive, even if we're over max. Just as a thought, because of that satellite boost, because it doubles the effect of the satellites essentially. Well, currently it is 5 timesing that, 6 timesing it, something like that. So where do we want to send more dudes? We're going to send more dudes here. And energy gen up. Let's see, 105 going into there. That does speed it up a bit. So I think our next one to go to is going to be probably back into research after we get this one done. I don't think I'm ever going to invest in Brittle Rock or even Hephaestus, because Hephaestus slows down. You can see how slow that's going now. Even with 10 times speed. Going from that. So we have that going in. I am going to get one level of this just because I'm curious. Because that's going to be a 20% boost instead of a 5%. I'm just going to do one and then we'll go back to research. It's going to set us behind a little bit, but whatever floats your goat. It's a decent buff. And we're currently at 3.9 billion freaking on that. So research seems to be where we want to be going right now. So research, as is usual in some games like this, is the essential thing. Mining amount 1.2 billion. Do we actually bother with that? That increases probably to 1.2. If I had to take a wild guess. Don't think we mess with that too much. As far as the rest of these, it's whatever. Let's go with more platinum, get that research up. That's going to be the point where we see if that one has an impact on it. And this one's up to 18 now. Okay, so these are not... This one might go to 18 after we grab that. So there might be a point where we just don't mess with that. More research satellites. What's our research gen? 76.9 million per second and just scaling regularly. Look at that go up. Extra help. Oh, yeah, we're getting enough. Yeah, that's 100,000 per second increase. And we can actually bump it up even further if we sit on it like this. So sun, we need 9 million for energy gen or Starburst. We're going Starburst first. I'm just going to alternate between these two. It looks like we're getting almost a shadow around that, or is that just selection? That might just be selection. Nope. It looks like there is like a dark aura around the sun. There is a darkness that has come. It is a problem. Okay, sun, go ahead and have more guys. Too bad we can't use compressed gas on the sun. I mean, it is compressed gas just by its own nature, so yay. Yeah, I enjoy games like this. It's kind of cathartic. We're gonna stick around on this until we get this last expansion. I can promise you that. So we need 300 total. We currently have 101 plus... Actually, do we have to subtract one from these? Because I don't know if these count towards it. Oh, and that's already at 4. Wait, what? Wait, is that increasing it by multiples of levels each time? Am I a dumbass? I am a dumbass. Yeah, it's just incrementing it more each time. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was giving us more per level, but no. It's just giving us more levels per bar, which is still good. There we go. That's going to be, yeah, up to 84. Yeah, we'll just go with this. There we go. 27 billion for the next one. This, I think, yeah, that's only 1 billion. We'll grab a few of those. Here's some more guys for you. Okay, so yeah, that's chipping along. That's not a bad one. We need 12 billion for the next one here, and this is probably still going up significantly. Yes, it is. And we can get up to 162 like that if we want to. And this is actually improving the effect of this too. Let's go ahead and get more of you guys. How are we looking over here? Get more of those going. I don't know if this is actually going to impact research. We're going to try it though. We'll have to take the buffs from this and this off of it. Like turn them off for a minute and then do it. Otherwise, we're going to get kind of mixed results and it's going to just screw up the numbers because we're probably talking pretty close numbers there as well. We have enough for another upgrade here, don't we? Yeah, Starburst. Max on that one. Nice. We'll never have round numbers on these, sadly. Suck it. There we go. Just kind of a nice chill increase. 27 billion for the next one. 7.3 bill there. That's maxed out. This doesn't need anything else. We need 16 exactly for the math to work out, I think. And yeah, we're just going to stick heavy on research for now. Because that seems like it's going to be the better bet. Oh, look at all those nice little lasers. We're building ourselves the Dyson Swarm. I think next we get a Dyson Sphere. Honestly, I don't think a Dyson Sphere. There's probably some kind of debate that you could have on it. But I'm not entirely sure that a Dyson Sphere would be possible unless we somehow develop a super material. Which, you never know. It's one of those things that does kind of come across as the physics of it would be very, very rough. Okay, so we're going to go more research burst here. How are we looking on this one? We need 6 more. That's not bad. It's going to be kind of expensive, but who cares? Yeah, and we're getting 5 per, so that's going to start chucking up pretty quick. It looks like we're on pace to get both of them at a reasonably similar amount of time. We currently have 3 prestige. This is our next prestige thing. Yeah. And I think we're a little bit behind the curve because if I remember correctly, the average playtime they cited was like 40 minutes and average completion time was an hour and 40 or something like that. I don't remember for sure. There was a post they made about average playtimes and stuff. But most of those people aren't sitting here yapping for the 2 hours either. And getting distracted by their coffees. Coffee. Also, for games like this, usually if I'm playing them just for myself, I'll get up and just let them run. So I get extra prestige early. But as we're standing right now, I don't think that extra prestige is terribly necessary. So we've got research going up. By you, that's max now. So we don't have a need for boosting research further. So that means that both of these go to Vesta. Which should make this. How much are you going to increase it? You're probably not even going to increase it 1 billion. No, you're not. But I think we might actually be generating energy slightly faster than we're generating the others, the oil part of this. Although with everything channeling into that's going to change relatively quick. Oh, that's going quick. Oh my. Oh my. Do I dump a little bit into Cerix to speed that up as well? I don't know if this is slowing down at all. It might not be. That one definitely does. This one, the silicon, that is, definitely does. The waves from the silicon do not. I could send this to that to increase the amount we get per wave. I just want to see if those are ticking at kind of a similar rate. It looks like the oil has started ticking faster. So I'm actually going to go ahead and send this to the asteroids for a minute. Just get those kind of boosted up so we can actually get to see if the satellite bonus from these is enough. Oh, and you can just buy extra help with that. Do we have anything to spend this on? Yeah, there's our max amount there. We don't need mining speed there. Don't need mining speed there. We don't have any upgrades there and no upgrades there. So yeah, we can just do extra help with all of our excess research. It can now go to nothing. Let's go ahead and get you done. We might as well. It's not like this is going to impair our resources at all. Do we have all of our research max? I believe so. Yeah, we do. So we just need fuel satellites, and yeah, it's overtaking the energy gen now. So this is just going to keep going up on there. This is going to keep pumping that. This is going to keep getting us more per wave coming in. We're in 15. We need one more, which is probably that wave right there. Okay. So our current research, we have nothing feeding into research. Our current research is 286.1 million. So if we do this, it is still an improvement because of the satellites. Okie dokie. That's cool. I can live with that. But at this point, we have no reason to be dumping into research. All of our research is done. The only thing we can get with research is more research. So what we probably want to be investing in, and we don't even have a way to really boost our energy gen either. We could throw the extra bodies here, but energy is pretty much the only thing that is limiting us from getting our not our prestige, our completion of this. So I think we go, yeah, back to Vesta. Everything in there for the oil. Even though we're probably only going to get a couple more drones out of this. And that means you need to be buying these. And you need to be, any satellites we get, which we're probably going to get one more, are going to just go into fuel. Wish we could scrap some of these to actually reduce the cost back down or recover raw satellites. But I get why you can't. That is meant to be one of the barriers to make you want to prestige. So you're not just reassigning stuff. Okay, so we're done with the oil. Well, pretty much done. And that is going up. It's not a super fast tick. So we see it go up probably once every 2 or 3 bars. That was 2. I'm just watching it a little bit. It might just be slowly sliding up as well, and I'm just not perceiving the 1 pixel difference on a 1440p monitor. Yeah, you just get more research, because why not? And send more out to here. Because, yeah, the only things we have to invest in are going to be more fuel. And that, what that's going to be. So that will get us more dudes, which will get us more energy. We're just cycling it back into itself. I do wish we could do the compressed gas on this to speed it up a little bit, but I don't see that being a thing. I don't know what the 260 here is supposed to represent. Is that 260 per orbit, maybe? Because very obviously, this is intended to be reflecting these levels. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that's per orbit, though, because we've actually had multiple orbits with it over 50 to 100. So I don't know how that is mathed. And send one more here. Always more drones. Always more orbits. And everything just going back to that planet is great. We're almost there. Bear with me, folks. You're almost there, too. We're going to just mine more gold. Do we want to get more of those? No, we don't care about the silicon gen. Silicon gen, not worth it anymore. We just need more oil. Oh, there we are. Satellite oil. Keep calling it oil. It's fuel. That's because I am a bit of a moron. Okay, there's another boost up there. And it does just do 5 per. So yeah, I kind of wish this reflected like how many per second. As opposed to just the arbitrary, this is 270. That throws me off a little bit. But we have plenty of other stuff coming in. We're just chugging along on everything. This is fine. Bonk bonk, there's more for you. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we've reached 2.5 trillion. All. Especially considering, I think, these are almost a $500 million each anyway. So yeah, we've reached 2.5 trillion. We'll hear the noise very, very soon. And how are we looking out here? Not going to ever reach that. Go ahead and get more gold. I could do more of these. You know what? Let's go ahead and bleep. Just a crap ton of those just coming in. See if that boosts our satellite generation. Come on, where's the satellite one? There it is. I see it flying. It's gonna land up there and send it down. Yeah, we don't have enough of these to actually make that a huge thing. We only have 30. But it's there. Yeah, we're just ticking along on that. As far as the prestige here, I'm slightly curious. Because I don't know if you'd actually ever get all the prestiges for this before the end. If you only need 300 for this. Because that is 1 prestige from energy so far. And it's ticking along to the next one. This leaves me to think that we are definitely expanding into a larger universe after this solar system. Because there's room for 1, 2, 3 more, even if it's spaced just the same. That's probably the plan, if I had to guess from like just their UI design. Because they don't tend to leave... Well, there is a big gap right there. They do leave some gaps. But usually it's not a massive gap. Now, part of me is wondering if the speed of these is based on how far along on this you are. That said, zoom in a little bit. Just so we can see the numbers just be ridiculous. I like that one's just like, just a big, looks almost like an MP3 player. Or for those of you, pre-phone way to play music. I still prefer tape decks, but I'm old as Satan's left nipple. But we'll have this one get to 300, and then we'll swap to something to see if it actually speeds up a little bit. That said, we've already gotten over 300, so is this just we need to get one of them to 300? Wait a minute, is that? Maybe that might actually be what it's referring to. We're going to get that one to 300. Does that actually... It doesn't tick it up. Okay, so I don't know what that's measuring then. Let's go to Serix. Boost the speed like you've never felt boosted before. Yeah, it might be 305 as well. Does feel like it is faster on ones that don't have much on them. Yeah, it's not ticking up there. Let's try this one again. Yeah, it feels like it might just be some amount of level that we need on one thing. Or, oh, never mind. I think I might know what it is. Am I that much of a dumbass? Yeah, I'm that much of a dumbass. This is just, it's 1-to-1. Okay, I see what you're smoking. Let's expand. We could have done that so much earlier. Dyson Storm is now sufficiently meeting the energy requirements of this star system. Are you ready to proceed to the next stage? Yes. You've beaten the demo. Please consider wishlisting the game. You can keep playing if you wish. So yeah, it's going to be multi-system judging by that. That's kind of neat. I wouldn't be surprised if the later systems have more planets and stuff to make it a little bit more challenging. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed my time with it. Hopefully you enjoyed the time with the channel as well. And yeah, we'll play more games like this. Don't worry. I like my incremental chill games too. So keep gaming, have fun. Peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.